Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where today we are looking at Fire Blast Salazzle in the Great Lake. This thing is going to most likely catch opponents off guard and land some big fire blasts upon the opposition. These battles, oh dude, right off the bat, Salazzle is gonna put in some work here, dude, against this Wigglytuff. Gonna double resist the charm damage with that fire poison typing. They're gonna let it go, come in with Basti, but dude, this Fire Blast is gonna do a lot of damage to Basti. It's gonna do a lot of damage to the Basti. First Fire Blast! That did quite a bit. Basti's just so bulky. Comes back in with Whiscash. Opponent is still switch locked. And just going to throw the Mud Bomb instantly to put the pressure on. You got to assume it's either like a Razor Leafer in the back or a Charmer. It is indeed a Razor Leafer. Opponent might think they've got some play, but no, sir. No, you don't. Perfectly hard countered with the double Incinerate team. And let's go. Nice way to start it off. 0-0 draft. The player submitting these fun battles with Fire Blast Salazzle. And he made a note on his submission form that nobody really expects it, which makes sense. I personally wouldn't be expecting Fire Blast on Salazzle, and that people don't really know the counts for when Salazzle would reach the Fire Blast. Here we go. This is where you want to see the water type, with the backline being weak to water. Whiscash. I would think the Shadow might have an even better matchup here, because Jelly's going to need 2 moves to knock out anyway, and these Mud Bombs will add up a little bit more. Gets baited with Surf. Going for the Scald. I don't know if I love this play, but I guess if 2 Mud Bombs doesn't KO anyway, you might as well go for a Scald to fish for that debuff. Going for another Scald here. This would help him be able to comfortably no-shield the next move from Jelly. And he does get the attack drop. Has the Mud Bomb loaded, but Jelly farmed up a ton. So Jelly might be able to back-to-back here. And, okay, throws after 2. Mud Bomb would knock out from this range. Will the Jellicent let this Mud Bomb go? They will. And you see the grass type, right? You got 2 things that beat the grass. So you just immediately pivot. And oh, baby, this is absolutely perfect. Because Salazzle can just chip away at this Toxicroak. And that poor little Whimsicott is going to have nothing to say, nothing to do against the Talonflame lurking in back. The double Incinerate strat going strong. Talonflame down a shield, but it doesn't matter, dog. It don't matter, dog. That wasn't even enough for like a Hurricane, so it doesn't even need to shield this. And Moonblast is going to connect resisted damage, and that is a G to the G. This team making it look easy. Making it look easy right off the bat. Shadow Whiscash, so strong. I think one of the strongest Pokemon in the Great League right now. You got your double Incinerate users behind it. Makes sense, right? What's Whiscash weak to? Grass. 2 things that hard beat grass in the back. Not even soft beat grass. But they like double. They have a double typing advantage over grass types. Another water type in the lead. This is actually not a great matchup for Whiscash. However, this is where you want to see the Swampert. I like the shield because you go for Scald, so you may get a debuff. So shielding this first one makes a lot of sense in my opinion. Go for the Scald. Whiscash looking kind of sly. Look at that little smirk on Whiscash's face. Gets the attack drop. Hydro Cannon being such a strong move, though, I'm not sure if you even live to even after a debuff. Mud Bomb does about half the remaining health. Swampert building up a ton of energy. Will we see a shield come up? We will not. Next Hydro does look like it would KO, so I think you kind of have to or do you just try to Incinerate down? Oh, this is tough. If Swampert shields this, this could be really bad. This could be really bad if Swampert shields this. Mud Bomb gets shielded. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, Swampert gets to a move. Swampert is debuffed, though, so Talonflame should be able to live a Hydro Cannon. Oh, comes in with Salazzle? Really? Oh, no, dude. I think you had to come in with Talon, because I think Talon could have actually lived. I think Talon could have lived. Now you just hope they're double weak to Talon in the back. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. I think Skarm lives, though. I think Skarm lives. And if Skarm lives this, it has the move. Yeah. So that's tough. That's tough. I don't know if it would have mattered, but if you come in Talon, you live the Hydro, and then you maybe Flame Charge Scarm, you swap in, maybe get the farm down, have a chance, but I think it's unlikely. I think Scarm might have still been able to sweep anyway. Tough lead, but you got 2 answers. Immediate pivot into Salazzle. Oh my god, they're staying. In comes Azu. All right. Taking super effective from these bubbles isn't great, but these Poison Fangs will add up. Poison Fang, man, look at that damage. Already at the next one. May grab a Protect Shield here from the Azumarill. And we know how dangerous Talonflame can be in the back with a shield advantage. Might just be willing to soak all this energy on Whiscash and save the shield for Talonflame. Let's see. Will we see a shield come up? We will not. And it is the Hydro Pump. That's unfortunate. But gonna get off this Mud Bomb. Ah, got a little greedy. Would have liked to see throw that Mud Bomb after 4 Mud Shots, because now you kind of have to unnecessarily commit a shield. But that's all right. Mud Bomb coming through. Should nearly knock out the Azu. Does knock out the Azu. Immediate pivot. No, gonna chip with Scald first. This is kind of interesting. This will do some nice chip damage. And could make it to the next Incinerate KOs. Not quite. So I think Trev did reach the Shadow Ball. Going to have to shield this to preserve some health. What's going to be in the back? Dugong. Okay. So I would have liked to see him throw after 1 Incinerate there for proper timing. But that's okay. You also buff your attack earlier. Incinerate connects. Or sorry, Flame Charge connects rather. Gonna want to do 1 Incinerate and throw Fly here in my opinion for proper timing. And now you should just be 1 away from the next Fly. And I think you're going to outpace the Dugong. Gets to the Fly. Is this going to be enough to knock out? It's at base power damage. Fly. Boom. Knocks out. Just needs 1 Incinerate. Oh, no. The Trev's already gone. My bad. Trev was already gone. And that is a G to the G. See how dangerous Talon can be up energy. It was down a shield, but because it was up energy against the Dugong, it was still able to beat the Dugong down to shield. Pretty crazy. All right, tough lead. Gonna safe swap into Salazzle. Met by Vig. Okay, the opponent probably could have just stayed, but instead they swap. Vig is probably not going to be able to retain Switch here. I think you just simply shield, and I don't know if it's going to live this next Incinerate. If it doesn't live this next Incinerate, it does not get to another Body Slam. Oh, it does live, so that's unfortunate. And at this point, you have to commit, right? Maybe would have been better to throw that Poison Fang, so that way you, oh, baby. But there's no way they shield this. There's no way they shield this. They're like, my Crest isn't worried. Boom! Fire Blast, dude. Fire Blast incoming. That did so much damage to the Cresselia. Same type attack bonus. Fire Blast, Grass Knot, double resistance still somehow knocks out. Oh, baby. Dude, Registeel has nowhere to go against this team. Registeel has nowhere to go, and I love the swap into Cash here, because where else are you really going to use it? So now you just go straight Mud Bomb, in my opinion. Because you can get to 2 Mud Bombs now before they get to their next move to knock out your Whiscash. That's probably going to collect both Protect Shields. And then you have that Flame Charge loaded for the Reggie. And one con here with Registeel, despite how strong of a Pokemon it is it's going to have to expend energy to knock out this Whiscash. You cannot farm down. Don't know if they're lagging or if they just gave up here. We do see the spinning ball, so they might be lagging. But I think our boy Draft was in a pretty good position here anyway. Cresselia had just thrown a Grass Knot as well. Playing against the home team. Tough lead. But you got 2 answers for this. So you safe swap the Salazzle. You confuse them. They're like, what the heck do I do against this? And just spamming Poison Fang, dude. 2 Incinerates the Poison Fang is just so busted. So spammy. You're already doing incredible fast move damage. I think you simply just shield. Yeah, and I don't think they're... Yeah, I think they definitely don't get to the next one. So you take Switch back. In comes Macargo. Jeez. This opponent's running some spice. Whimsicott Macargo Core. Going to get off another Poison Fang. And dude, this is just over. This game is just over because all you needed to do is take back Switch, even going down a shield. You just have such a hard answer here to Macargo. And then your talent is such a hard answer to that Whimsicott. Rock Tomb does nothing. You swap in. Just such a dominant matchup here. I ain't shielding this. Even if it's a hurricane, it's a hurricane. It's not going to knock out. It's the Moonblast. And I kind of like what he's doing here, not throwing the energy, because you don't want to give a situation where like Magcargo gets a huge farm down. It's a little awkward, actually. But Magcargo is already so low. Just going straight Flame Charge. It is double resisted, so theoretically Fly would be the better move to go here, but perhaps he just wants to ramp up that attack first. Now Fly might threaten to knock out. Not quite, but the next Incinerate would. And that is a G to the G. Salazzle and Talonflame. The duo of destruction. Also, fun fact, I made a video featuring a different Fire Blast Pokemon not that long ago. And I got a message saying like, yo, just so you know, that's the Chinese symbol for big, not for fire. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, in your video. I'm like, which video? And he's like, the like most recent one you posted, like the Fire Blast one. I'm like, oh, that's like the Fire Blast symbol. And he's like, wait, what do you mean? I'm like, it's like the Fire Blast. So apparently, the Fire Blast symbol is actually like the Chinese symbol for big, or maybe like the Mandarin symbol. Something new I learned. I'm sure some of you guys watching this video knew that already, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Whiscash coming in, trying to take down this Pelipper. Pelipper, a huge core breaker to this team, but hopefully they let the Scald go through and allow him to get rid of this Pelipper. They might not realize how valuable it is. Scald coming through, knocks out Pelly. Okay. Okay. Trev, have we seen? Oh, yeah, we already saw the Annihilate. The opponent is regretting letting the Pelipper go down. Pelipper was their win condition, and now Talon is just going to go on a rampage here. I wasn't counting. I don't know if this is even enough for Shadow Ball. Nice counting by our trainer here. Has lots of energy. Going for the cheaper Fly. Feels like might allow him to get to 3. I don't know if he's going to get to 3 here, but I think he will, actually. I think he actually will, because I think he's only one off the next one here. Fly grabs the final shield. Oh my gosh, dude. Talonflame getting to 3 flies. Talonflame is so fly. The flyest in the game. And able to deliver the final blow. Nice win there. What a tag team in the back. Salazzle landing some Fire Blast and also setting up the Talon by luring out the anti-fire. Whiscash versus Poliwrath. Interesting matchup. Yeah, gonna actually save swap the Salazzle because you resist the counters. Wouldn't have minded to see the poison thing thrown first, but I don't think this is that bad. Icy Wind bait makes sense. They swap in Cash, and now this is kind of bad because, well, it's not over or anything, but this big mud shot down, like Cash might mud shot down all the way here, and all that energy against his own Cash is going to be kind of rough to deal with. But you do get all these debuffs, so it's definitely in Mud Bomb range, which is nice. Definitely in Mud Bomb range, and if they're weak to Talon in the back, which they very well may be with the double water line they've shown. Oh, yikes, dude. I think you'd just let it go and risk it. Okay, no. This is really bad, though, right? Because now shield's down. How the heck are you going to get rid of that Poliwrath? I feel like Poliwrath just sweeps now. I think he kind of had to let it go. But let's not speak too soon. Maybe I'm missing something. Dugong. Yeah, this is just over. This is just over, unfortunately. Unfortunatamente. Unfortunamente. Icy Wind connects. Playing it out till the bitter end. Sometimes you know you're going to lose, but you're like, I'm just going to play it out. Let me know what kind of battler you are in the comments. Do you always play it out till the bitter end, or do you top left early? I think it's better to play it out unless it's like very clearly over. You'd rather play it out in a game you know you're going to lose than top left in a game where maybe there was still some win conditions. I am reluctant to top left. Yo, HM London, fellow streamer, super cool guy. Shadow Cash into Shadow Golbat. Interesting matchup. Scald would do quite a bit of damage here, but Golbat going to resist the mud shots. Gonna also threaten a potential Shadow Ball here. So do you shield the potential Shadow Ball? Do you call the Poison Fang bait? It's a tough call. Gonna shield, and it is the Shadow Ball. So a great call. And I like going for the Mud Bomb here. It's only single resisted because of that Poison subtyping. So it should knock out from this range. Pivots into Salazzle. Uh-oh. Shadow Ball would be devastating here. So going to shield, and it is the Shadow Ball. The Incinerate does knock out Golbat, which is kind of nice. And HM London is thinking, he's like, what do I have for this? Comes in with Skelly. I think you got to throw here. Oh, man. I wonder if he lets this go. This do a lot of damage despite being resisted. Get shielded. London's probably like, what the heck? Fire Blast? Disarming Voice is double resisted here. So he goes for the Shadow Ball. I don't know if disarming would have been enough. This is only disarming because you can't stack 2 Shadow Balls. So Whiscash will live this. In comes Annihilate. Annihilate will get to Shadow Ball here. But I think Talon should hang on. The only scary thing is if somehow you get incinerated down. Oh, man. Well, I think Dirge is completely dry. So I think Dirge is still 1 away. Yeah. Very fortunate. Whiscash going to get off the Mud Bomb. Nice job throwing after 1 Mud Shot immediately to make sure the Incinerate damage didn't apply first, and that is a GG. Good game there. And the reason you knew for sure it was completely dry was because it literally Shadow Balled and then Disarming Voiced back to back. That's 55 energy for Shadow Ball, 45 energy for Disarming Voice. So they were at 100, then they were at 0. Yikes, dude. Does he win this game somehow? How do you beat a Dragonite, bro? How do you beat it? Okay, they threw in bad timings. That's helpful. I think you Flame Charge here, right? Flame Charge. See, I would Flame Charge right away. He's playing it differently. I would Flame Charge right away, boost up your Incinerate damage, because they're like going to shield for sure. And if you boost up your Incinerate damage, like you could leave this Dragonite a lot lower, or you could probably Incinerate it down with the Salazzle. But yeah, now this is just a lot of health on this Dragonite. Do you just like sack Whiscash maybe? Take a move on Whiscash, throw a move, hope Salazzle can sweep. This is brutal, dude. This is brutal, especially if D-Knight gets to another move. Oh, gonna shield actually. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. You'd think they'd probably have a Whiscash. Actually, no, they might be weak to Whiscash in the back with a Dragonite lead. Mud Bomb, probably enough at this range. Shadow on Shadow. Knocks out. Here comes Fisk. And an anticlimactic battle. An anticlimactic battle to end. I think if he had gone straight Flame Charge, maybe he can take 1 move on Salazzle and farm down. And then hopefully they're double weak to Whiscash in the back, and maybe Whiscash could have swept. So we'll never know what was in the back, but maybe there was some play there. Thank you very much to this trainer for submitting me Fire Blast Salazzle battles. We got to see some Fire Blast land, which is always fun. And yeah, 0-0 Draft, the in-game name of this trainer. Thank you very much, my man. If you guys enjoyed this battle showcase, this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.